Hey folks, thanks again for joining me on the Irritation channel, the channel where I just spend most of my time pondering where my life went wrong. I wanted to talk to, well, I have to be blunt. I need to talk to the Caucasians out there. I want to talk to the Caucasians, the white folks, the blue-eyed devils, or whatever ridiculously stupid descriptive name that people use to describe you guys. Descriptions are just stupid, just like how folks refer to me as black or more colorful terms that I'm not going to mention here, or the PC term African American, which is kind of comical in itself because, well, I was born in New York City, never stepped foot in Africa. Hell, I haven't gone past Iowa, for God's sakes. And anyway, getting back to the Caucasian thing. Now, in my 45 years, nearly 46 years of being on this planet, I've had a lot of Caucasian associates. I've had a couple of good Caucasian friends. As a matter of fact, there's someone who I haven't spoken to in, 24 years, who I based one of my first books, A Prayer for the Dying, on, based on their particular choices of career. And sad to say, in a lot of ways, I've had Caucasian friends that have treated me better than the few African American friends that I've had, which is sad considering that folks who look like me should spend more time supporting each other instead of tearing each other down. But that's another video, and read my book, 90 Things, you'll see what I mean. But anyway, the reason that I'm kind of jumping on the fairer race, so to speak, in terms of skin, is apathy. Now, a lot of folks will talk about racism this, racism that, and obviously it's quite blatant that the racism in America is still alive and well, nearly 240 years later, hell, nearly 100, actually at 150 years since slaves were freed. Apathy drives me nuts. We're talking like kids screaming in your ear, glee nuts. Okay. And I have a lot of friends. Well, I think that associates, because unfortunately I have very few friends. Shocking based on my opinions, right? I have a lot of people that I know who either make excuses that racism doesn't exist, or they just do nothing. They go on with their lives. And I'm not talking just about Caucasians. I'm talking about folks from all walks of life. And that is one of the biggest irritants of all. The fact that people think everything's fine since it hasn't happened to them, or hasn't happened to their friends or their family. Everything's cool and people are simply overreacting. I had a former friend who referred to this as racial propaganda. That this is all the media and it's all made up and everything else. And it's funny because, let's see, we got a dude who got choked out in New York City for selling cigarettes. Died of a heart attack. You got a 12-year-old kid who was on a stairwell who, because he had a toy gun and because he was black, got killed. You got another guy playing with a toy gun, screwing around in Walmart, got killed. I just read a story yesterday. I can't remember where it was, where some guy got followed by some cop, because I don't know if the guy was speeding or not, but that's neither here or there, and nearly got choked out in a parking lot. But this person was not in uniform. This person didn't show a badge. He just jumped the guy, put him in a chokehold, and then dropped him to the ground twice. You know, these are things that I just, it boggles the mind. All these things are going on, but yet 300 plus million people, not just the black folks, a good chunk of the white folks are figuring, well, this is not happening to little Bobby, little Susie, little Sharon, whatever colorful name you guys pulled out of the baby book. You're not doing anything about it. You're not speaking on it. You're not saying enough is enough. You know, I have a black friend named John, and he's awesome. He's not going to break a law. He's not going to break the law. I must say something. No one says anything. No one speaks up. It's always quiet. It's always quiet. You know, you'll see a colorful post here or there on social media, but no one stands up and says, enough. No one stands up and says, this can't keep going on. What makes one person's life less than another's? Another person's life, rather. What? Who makes that decision? Another thing, that irritates me, my good Caucasian folks, the term thug. Automatically, the N words now been returned, it's been replaced by thug. Back in the day, a thug was a gangster, and most gangsters back in the day were Caucasian. Now, it describes any black male. They're a thug. They had to have been a thug. Shoot the thug. The thug, 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 thug. And I'm 45 years old. As you see, I've worn the same shirt, because most of the time I do these on the weekends, or if I'm relaxing, I wear my Syracuse shirt. Do I look like a thug? No, I look like the black version of Father Knows Best. I dress more like my father every day. It's ridiculous. But yet, just because of this beautiful tone of skin I have, I might possibly be considered a thug if a rap song's on in my car at the time. Apathy, not picking up a book or trying to, better yet, talking to someone and saying to them, hi, my name is so-and-so. Let me get to know you before I label you as a thug. It all goes back to descriptions. It all goes back to, just because you look at someone, you tag them automatically. It's like you're a suit at Men's Warehouse. Well, let's tag you because, you can get 2 for $400. It doesn't make sense. A lot of things as human beings don't make sense. But apathy is just walking by because it has nothing to do with you, is one of the great irritants. And I wish that folks would honestly just change and talk to each other and communicate and say, hey, what's the deal here? What can we do to fix this? How can we coexist? Because unless you kick out 40 million people who look like me, this is not working. I'm not blaming Caucasians at all, because racism goes both ways. I know a lot of black people are just as blind as white people, and I hate using black people. Caucasian folks are just as blind as people of color. I cannot stand those terms. That irritate me. But racism goes both ways. But since, at least for the next 40 years, you guys are the majority, you guys are in the position to try to do something about it. Make that change. Extend that hand. Because there's other people on the other side who like to shake it and say, let's have a conversation. Anyway, I'm out of here. As usual, I'm trying to make this channel as interesting as possible to start conversation, hopefully make you laugh, make you think. If you have irritants to share, please, please, please contact me on the page or in the information below the video. I'm out of here till the next time. And one more thing. Totally different subject. I'm the father of a special needs kid, and I'm hopefully you saw the video that I'm trying to raise funds. I wish there was a better way. They should come up with a machine to change people's diapers, okay? Because of my kids being special needs, I have changed diapers continuously for almost 13 years. Someone please shoot me. Oh my God. And how did the stuff that comes out of little tiny people, it's toxic. It can be a fuel source. It's just gross. Okay, I'm not complaining. I'm out of here. See you guys next time on the Irritation channel.